Alrighty, welcome to Cooking Well in Quarantine. I'm your host, Gabriel Katz. Today on the menu we have Mediterranean couscous salad, which is one of my favorites, A, because it's so delicious, and B, it requires no cooking. So while we're next to the stove today, that is irrelevant. What we need to do is we take one whole lemon and one whole orange, and we squeeze it fresh into our little cup here with this little device, I'm not sure what it's called. Just for demonstration how easy, you don't have to worry about getting all the juice out, just squish, turn, and you'll have a little left over, but it'll be plenty to help the couscous absorb. So just doing a little rough squeezing. I like to just kind of squeeze at the end. Whoop, got a little pop there. And remember, really clean hands, especially now. On top of just regular cooking, we have to be extra careful and extra clean so as to avoid getting sick. Alrighty, so in here I have the juice of one lemon and one orange. And in here I have, what is this? 2/3 cup olive oil, or half cup? I don't know.
Half a cup. I think it's a half a cup.
Half cup. I'm gonna pour this in here. And then what I'm gonna add to that is 1/4 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and turmeric respectively. Just gonna pour that right in here. Get that nice and out. And not too crazy with stirring, doesn't have to be anything, just so that you can incorporate the spices in there. And then what I'm going to do is take my whole wheat couscous, just 1 cup. Now you say 1 cup, that doesn't look like very much. Once it absorbs everything, it inflates. We add all this and you get this whole bowl is completely filled. So I'm just gonna add this in here. Make sure that's all out. And to that, I add my mixture of lemon, orange, olive oil, and spices. Alrighty, just get the last of the turmeric out there. Okay, now here, this is the part where it's super easy. Watch, this is all the preparation you need. 1 scoop around, just kind of get the dry parts in there. 1 big scoop. And now we wait for 10 minutes and you'll see. We'll be back then. Alrighty, so it's been 10 minutes and just as I promised, we have a much bigger bowl of couscous and our delicious mixture of lemon, orange, and olive oil. It absorbed it. It didn't need any cooking. This was not cooked at all, like I mentioned earlier. Just the juices cooked it. So to this, we're gonna add a litany of ingredients here. Normally what we do is we add either basil or fresh mint, some type of herb to give it that extra flavor. Unfortunately, in quarantine, we're trying our best to social distance and stay away, so we didn't make it out to the market today. But we had what we had in the house, and I'll progress with what we have. So to this, we add just a can of garbanzo beans, from which we took away the aquafaba, which is used in some other recipes on Cuisinisti you should check out. But in the meantime, we'll add the chickpeas here. And I'll give it a mix once I add a few more ingredients. Here we have just chopped artichoke, not finely chopped, just roughly. Doesn't need to be exact size or anything. And I've since washed my hands in between takes yet again for the millionth time today, so just to be extra safe. All right, now I'm gonna give this a quick mix here, so I can then add the color and make it really pop. There we go. All right, now we're gonna add some chopped green pepper. Green, orange, yellow, doesn't matter. Green just adds a little bit of color to this mixture here. There we go. Alrighty. And then at the end, we have 3 chopped tomatoes. I didn't mention these were 2 chopped green peppers, and these are 3 just baseball-sized tomatoes here. I'll add these in as well. There we go. Got the last bit out there. All right. Now we're gonna do 1 or a couple big mixes to get it well incorporated and get all the colors well distributed so that each bite is a perfect combination of all the ingredients. And you see, remember how I told you it was really low at the bottom? We're filling up this whole bowl here. And this is enough to feed 4 or 5 people heartily, for sure. All right, so now that everything's well mixed, to the final touch of this, we're gonna add a little bit of pine nuts. In this case, we have pine nuts, but you can use sunflower seeds, maybe cashews would work, walnuts, just a little bit on top to give it a little extra texture at the end, and so you can really get fancy with it. Now, this is a meal that is super easy, and while in quarantine, it's good to brush up on some skills and new tricks. I would say this is one of the easiest starter meals to begin with. All it takes is some amount of chopping skills and the ingredients present, and then you're done. So, bon appetit.